Yo, what is good, guys? It's your boy Miklik. Welcome back to another Haikyu Fly video, and this video is to basically talk about if you should pull for Sakusa, because as I already said and announced in my Discord, technically Sakusa's out. I gave teasers. People didn't believe me. That's fine. I'm just a beta, I guess. But either way, Sakusa's coming out. A lot of info is being spreaded. So either way, just if you should pull him or not. And obviously the answer is, yeah, you should pull him. He's still being used during the no position limit in Japan, Taiwan. Obviously, if you have just full SP units, you're gonna just want to run full SPs because of SP stats. But even so, the Itachi duo have essentially SP stats. So essentially with Sakusa you want crit. A lot of units need crit, but he actually thrives a lot with crit. I'm gonna leave this link in the description with all his skills and everything, as every other unit's here, and it gets updated frequently, so you could use this whenever you want. So to do a quick and informative summary, you would think you have him on the front row is going to be very good. It's actually going to be completely in the back row. Obviously there's rotation, so it just goes around, but either way, having him attacking his back row is his main priority here, because when he's in his back row, most of his skills, or I mean all of his skills, just pure receives. When he receives, teammates receive, or when he is in the back row, he will gain an increase in power. He will get his stacks up, and first of all, his skill 1 persistent attack, his receive is increased, and whenever he receives an attack, his power attack is increased, and then it stacks up to 3 times, and then it just goes away whenever he uses his next power attack. And then when he uses his next power attack, his receive is increased by 50%. So as you can see, it just keeps going around with his receive percentage. For his second skill, Sukuna performs a receive with 150% to 190% power, and if he receives the ball and it exceeds over 170% of receive stat, which is completely possible because Komori with his bond, they gain a 30% receive boost, like the whole team, like all the allies and everything. Pretty sure it's 30% and maybe 40%. I think it's 30%, but still completely possible because of all the receive percentages he gets throughout his whole skills, especially with his power attacks. It will increase, and then his reflex will increase by 10%, and then his cooldown of his skill will be reduced. So you're going to see this quite often if he's mostly in the back row, and just because the receive percentage in general, it just lasts until the end of the match. And when he receives, if the receiving power exceeds 200% of his receive, his defensive technique increases by 50%. And I'm just completely reading all the skills. I'm sorry if this kind of sounds like I'm just completely reading, but that's just how it is. And skill 3, Top Spiker, this is what I meant when I said he thrives around crit. Not necessarily him. Obviously, crit is good for him, completely good for him. But what I mean is, if his team decides to crit, like you have Usujima on your team, he crits quite frequently, especially with the right Kawa or maybe a Shirabu. He gains 1 stack of the Perfectionism effect, because each stack of Perfectionism increases his receive by 6%. With a maximum of 20 stacks, it correlates to his power attack. And when Sakusa performs a spike, his awareness increases by 10% for each stack of perfectionism. This effect lasts for 2 net crossings. As I already said, it revolves around the crits, the team's crit. So again, power attack teams with Oshijima, Shirabu, or Ikawa, whatever you have. As long as it's built around crit, everything should be perfectly fine. Go in the back row, receives anything, Sakusa would just go crazy. You guys are just reading this will probably instantly get this. I don't have to say this to you. It's an easy grab, and his skill 4 is probably what I really like, because mainly shows that he's in the back row. Sakusa performs a power attack with that much power. If he is in the back row, the power attack is increased by 40%, and then if it results in a critical hit, the power of the first received by an opposing player after the spike is reduced by 15% of the receiving player's receive stat. Again, our correlates to receive, goes to his stacks, go to his power hits, depends on the team with his crit, it would just go crazy. He's basically, bro, he's just a full-on support attacker, could stay in the back row, would do perfectly, obviously amazing. Front row, your best bet to keep in the back row, depending on the rotation and what you have set up on your team. Ushijima, Ikawa, Shirabu, just crit plays in general. And I'm pretty sure I already mentioned his bond with Komori with 30% receive to all allies, and I think he also gets, well, I should say here somewhere, where he gets also a power attack increase. Yeah, here it doesn't say the amount of percentage of the power attack received, but it should be 30% receive, and I don't remember the power attack. I'm talking a little too fast, but yes, it's an easy money grab. Again, sorry that I'm just kind of just reading the skills. That's just how it is. I didn't want to read the skills because how painfully easy it is to see that you should get him. Everyone's talking about him. Come on now. Perfectly still used in future lineups. So this is the unit you should get. I have a video that shows the difference between Taiwan and Japan, and a lot of people were saying, I saw in my Discord server too, why do a lot of people use SP Nishinoya instead of Komori? Or just etc. and stuff like that. Pay to win versus, I guess, more free to play. Also, just SP Nishinoya synergizes a little bit more with other teams, but either way, it doesn't even matter who you have. It depends on the goal of the team. But yes, I'll also leave this video link in the description or this comment section. You could check it out. It's a pure comparison. Also, yes, that Roblox said it is mine. That took me, I don't know how long the intro was, 30 seconds. took me 6 hours to make. But yes, essentially making should you pull videos, I think it'll be easier just to say yes instead of just going through the skills. It's just a clear grab, works perfectly with crit. He has an amazing receive skill. He has an amazing power skills that stacks up a lot with his perfection. As long as his power attack is increased, he will get a critical hit going on, and then just etc etc. Nothing much to explain, bro. Like, it's so simple to get him. If you're wondering if you should max him out, if you're pay to win, max him out. If you're free to play, see, honestly, you can still go for the dupes, yeah, but you wanna get more units, you wanna get more SPs, maybe SP Hinata, you or Kageyama. It depends on the team you're going for. If you're getting Sakusa, you might not get Kageyama, but either way, you're going for other SP units, so it's probably gonna be just don't dupe unless you're pay to win. That's just how it goes. I'm sorry. For everybody else who actually believed in me that Sakusa were coming out and everything, you know, I got you, man. More info coming out. I don't know who's coming out next. Well, obviously Komoi's coming out next, but I don't know who's coming out after that. It's probably gonna be Kageyama. Should be Kageyama, and then it should be SP Hinata. I'll let you guys know when I get more info. Again, just kind of keep saying this. If something happens, changes last second, you know, it's not my doing. I try my best, but I'll keep you guys up to date. Hopefully this actually clears my name that I'm not baiting my videos. There's no point of me doing bait ass videos. I gain no advantage of doing it other than views, but then once it's wrong, my videos go to shit. So I mean, just literally, there's no point. I'll be doing another giveaway soon about, I don't know, just, 999 gems. You guys already know. Hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Make sure you leave a like and subscribe, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace. Join our Discord.